Okay, Sefer Yehoshua, chapter 2, Perek Bet. You gonna read for us again? Why not? All right. Are you getting the hang of the Tamim?
Not yet, but I'm also not in the matzav to read. I'm in the matzav of just like listening and understanding and studying.
Okay. Yeah, have your coffee.
Yeah.
I
Like
find the best thing I
coffee,
do when I wake up in the morning, I prepare a coffee, black coffee, stand outside, get the cold from the outside to wake you up, and that's it. I'm up. All right, Beseder. So last chapter we're talking about is basically like a Hagdama. Kadosh Baruch Hu is telling Yoshua to be strong, to be courageous, and to go forward and conquer the land for the people and to divide the land for the people, right? Atatan hinena et haaretz, right? And basically we have instructions how to do it. It's the whole Torah. The whole Torah. You have to study. It's called Kol Torah. What does it go? כל אשר ציוויתנו נעשה, וכל אשר תשלחנו נלך. Everything listen to Moshe, we shall listen to you. That's what the two other tribes are saying. No, yalla, not wasting any time. Perek Bet, they're preparing for war. Okay, let's see, how's it go? How does the time do? All right, פסוק ראשון. וישלח יהושע בן נון מן השיטים, 2 אנשים מרגלים חרש לאמור, לכו ראו את הארץ ואת יריחו, וילכו ויבואו בית אישה זונה ושמה רחב, וישכבו שמה. All right, so now Yehoshua, he's sending 2 miraginim. All right, this is actually also the haftarah for Perashat Shelach Lecha. When Shelach Lecha, Moshe sent 12 miraginim. Sent 12 miraginim.
Yeah.
What happened there? 10 of them turned out to be evil, or to, Hotziu Dibara'a, and 2 were Sadiqim. So this time he's saying, forget about the 10, I'm just sending 2. All right? Shinaim anashim meragilim. They go Heresh. Heresh is what's the word Heresh mean? Is Harishit, like Heresh, quietly, secretly. He sends them from the Shittim. The Shittim is where they're camping. Go to Yericho and check out the place. And they go to a woman, her name is Rahav, and Rahav is Zona, she's a harlot, she's a whore, right? And they slept there. A lot of people, some people try to say that, they went to a harlot and, how do you call it? And they slept with the harlot. It says, Vaishkevu Shama. It doesn't say Vaishkevu Imma. It says Vaishkevu Shama. They slept by her place. Right? Back, the Midrash also says that it was like a bread and breakfast place. It says Zona, Mishon Lezun, right? To give you a meal. And the truth is, it's probably both. Because, if you ever watched movies of, the Middle Ages and stuff, you see, you go to, what's it called? Those places where, you go, there's, it's like a hotel. And in the back, they also have the women for the men to sleep with. So the truth is, she probably was both.
It's like hostels. And they give you breakfast in the morning.
What's it called? Pundak. Okay. ויהא אמר למלך יריחו לאמור הנה אנשים באו הנה הלילה מבני ישראל לחפור את הארץ. And it was told to the king of Jericho that two people came from Bnei Israel. They came to to spy on the land, right? So it probably was like a board, well, most likely, because also we're gonna see that her house was in the wall of Jericho. I mean, it's
Yeah,
naturally the first place people come to. They come through the entrance of the city and they go right to that hotel. And there's probably a whole bunch of other people there too. And some of them suspected that these two people that came, maybe they don't have the proper accent. They say, oh, these are probably Bnei Israel because everyone's in terror. וישלח מלך יריחו אל רחב לאמור הוסיעי האנשים הבאים אלייך אשר באו לביתך כי לחפור את כל הארץ באו. And the king of Jericho, he goes there and he says, send out these people, right? Bring them before us because they have come to spy Lahporet Kol Haaretz. Not just Jericho, says they have come to spy on the entire land. They wanna conquer everything. Slowly we see how these people they're in terror. They're in absolute terror of Bnei Israel coming and taking over the
yeah,
entire land of Israel. All right, when the 12 Meraginim of Moshe came, right? And they said, no, it's Arim Bisurot, right? Other cities are completely fortified cities, and these people are Gambene Anakra Sham, and they're huge, and that there's no way we can possibly take over this land. And they say, "Vanehim be'inenu kihaggavim v'chenayinu be'ineihem." Right? We were in our eyes as grasshoppers, and so they saw us. You see that none of that is true. The people are in terror, right? Yoshvei Haaretz, they've been waiting, in suspense for 40 years, knowing that Bnei Israel are on their way here, and they're going to take control of the land, and they've been waiting, on the edge of their seat.
Right, but that's exactly why they were living in fortress cities, because they were scared.
And this Yericho is one of the most fortified cities.
what did Ellie say?
He said that this is exactly why they're in such fortified cities because they've been preparing themselves 40 years for Bnei Yisrael to come and take over the land.
Mm,
Although those Menaglim are at the beginning of the 40 years. But now maybe they even further barricaded their cities because they know they can't they can't withstand our conquest. Okay, so the king says, take them out, because these are two spies. They have come to spy on the entire land. ותיקח האישה את שני האנשים ותספנו. Right, so she took the two people and she hid them. ותאמר כן באו אליי האנשים ולא ידעתי מאין הם. He says, yes, there are two people that came. I didn't ask where they came from. I don't know where they came from. But she took the two people, the two Meraglim, and she hid them in her house. ויהי השער נסגור בחושך ואנשים יסעו לא ידעתי אנה הליכו האנשים רדפו מהר אחריהם כי תסיעו. He says in the gate, it was nightfall, the gate was closing, and they decided to leave. And I didn't know, I don't know where they went, but if you chase after them, you'll catch up to them. והיא העלתם הגגה ותטמנם בפשתי העץ הערוכות לה על הגג. Right, and but she took them up to the attic or to the roof, and she hid them there between the beams. the beams of the house, of the roof. ואנשים רדפו אחריהם דרך הירדן על המעברות, והשער סגרו אחרי כאשר יסעו הרודפים אחריהם. Right, and but the king's men, they chased after them down towards the Jordan, or thinking they're chasing after them down towards the Jordan. Of course, they weren't there. Al Hama'abirot is, I think that's probably all the crossing ways over the Jordan River, right? Like we have Gesher Allenby crossing into Jordan, right over the Jordan River. So walking through all those areas, right? And as they left, the city gates closed, so that nobody else could come in or go out. وهمتهن يشكبون به عليت عليهم على الجاد. All right, then there are these two spies, they're hiding in the house, and before they go to sleep, she goes up to the roof to talk to them. ותאמר אל האנשים ידעתי כי נתן אדוני לכם את הארץ וכי נפלה אימתכם עלינו וכי נמוגו כל יושבי הארץ מפניכם. And she goes up and she says the exact opposite of what the Meraginim, the original Meraginim, told the people. They were wrong. She goes, I know that God has given you the land, and it says kinafela imatechem, right? Everyone is in terror of you because everybody knows. It says kol yosheve haaretz. All the inhabitants of the land know that you're coming to conquer the land, and that God is with you, that He's giving you the land. This is kinatan Adonai lachem et haaretz. כי שמענו את אשר הוביש אדוני את מי ים סוף מפניכם ושאתכם ממצרים ואשר עשיתם לשני מלכי האמורי אשר בעבר הירדן לסיחון ולעוג אשר החרמתם אותם. Right, because we heard already from the beginning, the first year of Kriyat Yam Suf. We heard that God made Yam Suf. This is right. How do we say in Halal? Yirkidu Harim. It says Haram Ya'a Hayam Ra'a Vayanos. Right. The Vayanos is actually it's a military term. It means they, how do you call it? It's like they fled. It says the sea saw you and fled from before you. He says the sea fled from you, right? And it says Hovish Adonai et me Yam Suf over here, and God sort of like conquered the sea of Yam Suf for you or from before you. And so what? We the people were not going to be afraid. And we saw what you did to the kings of the Emorim, right? To the two kings of the Emorim, that you completely wiped them out. ונשמע וימס לבבנו ולא קמה עוד רוח באיש מפניכם כי אדוני אלוהיכם הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת. Right, and so we heard all this, all this news, and everyone's hearts melted away, right? Everyone's in fear. Nobody has any motivation, right, to go out and to fight you. Everyone is afraid because God, Adonai Elohim, your God, who Elohim, He's the master, He's the controller of the heavens and above, and this whole physical world below. Right? He controls everything, which is important because basically, also in the Midrash, we say that when nations go out to fight, it's their malachim, right? Each nation has its own sar, and they fight each other, right?
Yeah.
And in the pagan mind, it's the gods, right? Every nation has its god, and those gods are fighting each other, and whoever wins in the war, it's that person's god who won, right? So this is a battle that takes place in the Shamayim. And they say Adonai Elohechem, right? Your God is the God of the Shamayim, and he controls the war going on over there, and he also controls everything that goes on down here, the actual war. ועתה ישמעונני באדוני כי עשיתי עמכם חסד ועשיתם גם אתם עם בית אבי חסד ונתתם לי אות אמת. And he says, now that I did this good deed for you, I helped you out. I want you to vow, to swear that you're also going to do with me and my family also some sort of chesed. וחייתם את אבי ואת אמי ואת אחי ואת אחיותיי ואת כל אשר להם והסלתם את נפשותינו ממוות. He said, and I want you when you come to conquer the land, to keep alive my family, my father, my mother, my brothers and sisters, and everything that they have. I don't want you to kill them and not to destroy all their stuff because and to save them from death. ויאמר לך אנשים לשנו תחתיכם למות אם לא תגידו את דברנו זה והיה בית אדוני לנו את הארץ ועשינו עמך חסד ואמת. So they told her, look, our lives are in your hand, right? And you could have told on us and you could have had us killed. And since you saved us, right? Right? Right, nafshenu tahtechem namut, right? Our lives are in your hands. In your hands, you sing tahtechem in plural. So I guess her family is also living with her there, and they also know about it. And if you don't tell on us, right, then when God gives us the land, then we will repay you. ותורידם בחבל בעד החלון כי ביתها בקיר החומה ובחומה היא יושבת. And then she took out a rope so that they could climb down from the window of her house out of Jericho, because her house, as we said before, was actually in the wall. Say the wall of Jericho was huge. It was probably also made up of houses and not just like a wall going around like we're familiar with, but the houses themselves probably also made up the wall of Jericho. All right. ותאמר להם ההרה לכו ונפגעו בכם הרודפים ונחבאתם שמה 3 ימים עד שוב הרודפים ואחר תלכו לדרככם. Okay, so she says you head towards the mountain, right? So we know the geography a bit. The Yarden, where they need to go, is down the valley. It's downhill, right? And that's where she sent the king's men to look for them. She says, you head towards the mountains, the other direction, wait there 3 days until the people that are chasing after you return empty-handed, And then after they return, you go, you set off on your way. ויאמרו אליה האנשים נקיים אנחנו משבועתך זה אשר השבעתנו. Okay, so now they say, the two Meraginim say to her that we are clean of this oath that you made us take. Why? Any ideas? "17. And the men said to her, we are absolved from this oath of yours which you made us swear. Oh, okay, unless. Okay, this is the beginning. Say, okay, so we will keep to this promise that we said, under this condition. הנה אנחנו באים בארץ תקוות חוט, השני הזה תקשרי בחלון אשר הורדתנו בו, ואת אביך ואת אמך ואת אחייך ואת כל בית אביך תאספי אלייך הביתה. He says, this is the condition. We're giving you this sign, this string that'll be a sign, and you need to tie this into the window. Right? This way we can tell, the army when it comes in, let them know how to identify what house to spare. And your entire family that you want saved, you need to bring into your house. We're not taking responsibility for anybody who's not in the house, right? So this is the condition.
Mhm.
We're not gonna, we're coming to conquer the land. We're not, are you the father of Rahav? Are you the mother of Rahav? Going into, no, okay, then we kill you. No, it says there are no innocents. There are certain people that we swore to keep safe, because because you were a mashtap, right? Mashtap is a Meshatef Peula, and you helped us out. We're rewarding you. But they have to be here in the house, and it needs to be clearly identified. Otherwise, we're not taking responsibility for them. והיה כל אשר יעשה מדלתי ביתך החוסה דמו בראשו ואנחנו נקיים וכל אשר יהיה איתך בבית דמו בראשנו אם יד תהיה בו. He says, and anybody who leaves the entrance or the exit of your house, and they end up dying in the war, that's on you. And we, as far as we're concerned, we kept our end of the oath. However, anybody who is in your house, right, that we told you to keep in your house, and they were in your house, and they died during the war, that's on us, right? Our oath is just to protect the people in your house. ואם תגידי דברנו זה והיינו נקים שבועתך אשר השבעתנו. Says, however, if you tell on us, if you end up ratting us out, then forget it. The deal is off. All right, everything clear?
Yeah.
ותאמר כי דבריכם כן הוא ותשלחם וילכו ותקשור את תקוות השני בחלון. And she said, as you said, so shall it be. כן הוא ותשלחם, and she sent them, and they left, and she tied that חוט השני on her window. In my derasha for Shelach Lecha, when I do the comparison between the two Meraginim, I said, well, first of all, where did this hoot come from? Oh, it's a string. Where did the string come from? And at the end of Parashat Shelach Lecha, we have Parashat Sisit with the Techelet, right? And the whole Dirasha there was how wearing Techelet is a tikkun who comes to prevent us from falling into the problems of how do you call it? Of the Miraginim. I'm not going to go completely into it, but basically the whole point.
I remember your discussion.
Right. So the whole point of the Dirasha was that the Techeret is how do you call it? It's a color of royalty, and it's to remind you that no, you're not a Hagav. You know, even if you're used to going through the Galut, thinking that the Goyim are above us, and God forbid we should do anything to to upset the Goyim. The Techeret comes to teach us, no, you're not a Hagav, you're the son of a king. You are royalty and you have the upper hand. And that's why I said, at least from a Darshani point of view, the Hotim that they had were the Hotim of the Sisit. And that's what they gave her to tie in the window. וילכו ויבואו ההרה וישבו שם 3 ימים עד שבו הרודפים ויבקשו הרודפים בכל הדרך ולא מסעו. And they did as she said. They went towards the mountains, and they stayed there for 3 days until the people who were chasing after them returned. They searched the whole path, the whole roads, and they couldn't find them. וישובו שני האנשים וירדו מההר ויעברו ויבואו אל יהושע בן נון ויספרו לו את כל המושאות אותם. All right, and these 2 spies, they returned. They came down from the mountain, and they went back to Yehoshua into the camp, and they told Yehoshua the entire story, everything that happened to them. ויאמרו אל יהושע כי נתנה אדוני בידינו את כל הארץ וגם נמוגו כל יושבי הארץ מפנינו. And they told Yehoshua, God has given us the land, right? How do they know that? Okay, they know that he says everybody in the land is trembling from us, everyone is afraid, and basically that is how we could know that God gave us the land, that we'll be successful in our battles. And this is basically what we would have wanted to hear from the Miraginim 40 years earlier.
The first one.
The first Miraginim, which only Yehoshua and Kalev is basically, this is what they said. They said, Ki yachol nuchala, right? We could go up and succeed. However, what they're saying now isn't that we could go up and succeed. What they're saying now is God has given us the land. Everyone is trembling and in fear. And that's the end of the second chapter. Anybody have any insights they want to share?
Who were the 2 Meraglim? You had Kalev.
Yeah. Well, the first time the two righteous Meraglim was Yehoshua and Kalev.
This time was Kalev.
No, it's a good question. It's not mentioned in the Peshat. Probably the Midrashim would say. I would suspect Kalev.
But I know that
Maybe Hur. What's that?
I said I remember studying somewhere that Kalev was one of them again.
It's probably Kalev and Hur. That would be my suspicion. It says Ha'anashim, and usually it says Anashim. It's us. It's Kalev and Pinchas. Okay.
I also thought that Kalev and Pinchas.
Mission afterwards, those spies go for the Talmud, they were Kalev and Pinchas, and they were They would return with an encouraging report.
Mm.
So I'm gonna talk- Sure.
Okay, so it doesn't say where.
Hmm?
So Eddie says here that it says there's a note here says according to the Talmud it was Kalev and Pinhas.
Yeah.
Right, so one was Shevet Yehuda and the other was Shevet Levi.
יפה. ברוך Hashem, we did another chapter.
All right, slowly we're gonna go through what we do. You know, if we're matmid and we wake up, as we said, to study twice a week. Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll get through all of Sefer Yehoshua before we even know it.
Amen.
All right, Hazaku Baruch to
Yeah,
everyone for waking us up today.
we'll talk today regarding Beit.
Learn how to bite. Okay.
But we have to go.
Be'ezrat Hashem.
Yeah, actually.
All right.